world news from BGI TV, Beheading Imo Television. I'm Jibril Munirat. First are the major headlines for the world news. Federal government is spending 999 million naira daily on 10 million pupils. EFCC operatives storm Okorocha's Abuja residence. It is a miracle, says woman who delivered a baby after 6 years of being pregnant. Police arrest 3 journalists for covering PDP factional primary. Teenager dies in Lagos prison after tech company got him arrested over bicycle theft. Police nabbed 6 suspected cultists involved in gun battle with police in Abeokuta. Terrorists invade communities, kill 15 farmers in Buhari's hometown. Panic in Southeast as unknown gunmen gives politicians 48 hours to withdraw soldiers. Another female student found dead without her private part. Finally, AC Milan eye Osimhen to replace Ibrahimovic. Now the news in details. The federal government on Tuesday said it will spend 999 million naira daily to feed 10 million pupils in the National Homegrown School Feeding Program across the country. The team lead of NHGSFP, Aishatu Dijiu, disclosed this at a stakeholders meeting on disbursement modalities for the review of cost of feeding in the program in Abuja. She said the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, Shadia Farouk, got the approval of spending 100 naira per person daily on the feeding in the program. She said 9,990,862 pupils from primary 1 to 3 in the program would now be fed with 100 naira daily for 20 days in the month, which would amount to 999,086,200 million daily. Operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on Tuesday stormed the residence of former Imo State Governor, Rochas Okorocha. The anti-graft agency team stormed the residence of the former governor in Maitama area of Federal Capital Territory, FCT, to arrest him. In a video obtained by Channel Television, the EFCC operatives were seen within the premises of the former governor. They insisted that Okorocha, who is seeking to contest the presidential election on the platform of the All Progressive Congress, APC, should submit himself for arrest or honor a long-standing invitation to their office. Taiwo Lawal, a woman who claimed she was pregnant for 6 years, shares with us her journey to carrying her baby. Lawal revealed that she was advised to go to a church where she was not known. Her piece of advice she took. She spent about 3.5 years at the said church. After 6 years of being pregnant, Lawal said she was surprised when she gave birth to a baby girl on 11th of May 2022.
Told me, go and do scan. When you get there will be nothing. I spent 3 years, 9 months in the church premises there. So after 6 years of being pregnant, I gave birth to that child May 11, 2022. I met this young man who I fell in love with, and then 4 months after I discovered I'm pregnant. So getting pregnant, I was so happy, so I decided to take him home, show him to my both parents, which he did as well. So after that, after 3 months of this pregnancy, I started having some kind of pains in my lower abdomen. The pain stopped because I had to go to the hospital and complain. So I was given some drugs and then the pain stopped. And then after that, if I go for any urine test or pregnancy test, they will tell me it's negative. Even scan tells me nothing. So I was now wondering, I did the first month of this pregnancy, it was positive, even the 3rd month of that pregnancy. So what happened? And that was how the journey started, due to from the Christian home that I'm from. So we started doing prayers, what's happening, I don't really know what happened. Started going for prayers, churches, and one would tell me, you go for this prophet and blah blah blah. Started going from one prophet to another, doing prayers. But after then, the pregnancy did not improve. But when it got to 5 months, I was feeling some kind of movement in my tummy. But if I go for scan, nothing. A year after, which is 2017, I got a message from church because I attend White Garment Church. So I got a message from the church that I should just go to a church where nobody know me. So that was what led me to the church at Ifo, 2017 September. So with hoping like the prayers will really help the pregnant, because I'm feeling that same movement, but most times it's at the back, not at the front. I spent 3 years, 9 months in the church premises there. I only have the grace of going out for 3 months, and after 3 months, due to the spiritual message is coming in, so I do not have the chance of going out for 3 years, 6 months. I still believe God will still do it because I still keep feeling that movement. Gradually, my tummy keep coming up. People will tell me, go and do scan. When you get there will be nothing. But after spending 3 years and 9 months in that premises, my younger brother came last year and he was like, sis, it's time. You have to go out. You can't just keep yourself in here. So getting to this place last year, I was flat tummy. I only feel the child's movement at my back. Most times, I cannot sleep with my back. My back would be so heavy. So most times I sleep with my... Even my mom will be shouting.
Three journalists, namely Deborah Coker of the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, Sonny Narumen of African Independent Television, AIT, and Osamuyi Ogbomo, a cameraman with Independent Television, ITV, were yesterday arrested by a combined team of the vigilante group in Edo State and the police for covering a factional primary election organized by a faction of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, believed to be loyal to the vice chairman, South-South, Dan Obi, in Edo South Senatorial District. Faction of the Obi's delegates held its primary election at an event centered by the airport gate, while Obaseki's delegates held theirs at Ogbemudia Stadium. The journalists were taken to Oko Central Police Station, detained for hours and released after their statements were taken. Inarumen said, "We were in the venue of the primary election when armed men entered the place and started shooting and forced us into their vehicle and drove us to the police station. They were asking us why we went to cover an illegal gathering." "19-year-old delivery man Uzoma Chidera died in prison after the logistic company Eran 360 he worked for ordered his arrest for stealing a bicycle. According to Sahara reporters, brother of the deceased, Samuel, said the organization's bicycle was stolen from him in April 2022. Samuel said the family wasn't aware of his brother's arrest until one of his friends, identified only as Kenneth, informed them. However, upon hearing about the arrest, Kenneth informed the family and funds were raised to buy the organization a new bicycle, but in the process of getting the deceased out of the custody, the police informed them that the boy had died. Abeokuta, the rising spate of insecurity in Ogun State, especially in the state capital, Abeokuta, took a new dimension on Tuesday as suspected cultists embarked on free-for-all gun battle with policemen. The Encounter News reporter who ran into the sporadic gunshots saw policemen engaging the hoodlums in the face-off. Eyewitness told our reporter that the pandemonium broke out after unknown gunmen killed yet to be identified 2 people in front of popular petrol station at Ijayi roundabout on Monday night. Our reporter who witnessed the scene saw commercial vehicles abandoning their vehicles while other motorists and passersby scampered for safety. This development was barely 24 hours after another suspected cultist was killed on Sunday night at Kwari in Abeokuta. Meanwhile, the Ogun State Police Command has arrested 3 suspected cultists involved in the Ijayi shooting. No No fewer than 15 farmers were reportedly killed when terrorists, locally described as bandits, attacked Gakodi village in the Jibia local government area of Katsina State on Tuesday. A resident told Daily Trust that the victims of the Katsina attack were killed while working on their farms. Katsina is President Muhammadu Buhari's hometown, but one of the worst places hit by bandits in the northern region. He said the terrorists came around 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday using 4 motorcycles and they started shooting at the people. 3 were killed on the same farm, and eventually it was discovered that up to 15 were killed on different farms, he said. He added that before the villagers would realize what was occurring, the terrorists had fled the area. The unidentified gunman who beheaded the Anambra State lawmaker Okechukwu Okoye, who was abducted on 15th of May, wrote a letter to the politicians in all southeast regions to withdraw all military personnel from the area. The letter was said to have been placed beside his head, which was spotted in Nnobi, Idemili South local government area of the state, as reportedly confirmed by the Anambra State Command of Nigerian Police Force. The warning message in a note that was signed by the unknown gunman said, "We give the politicians 48 hours to withdraw all the soldiers in Biafra land or face our wrath or consequences. Signed, unknown gunmen." Information reaching us says that another female student found dead without her private part. Central Region Police Ghana are probing the circumstances surrounding the death of a level 300 student from the Cape Coast Technical University at Ola Estate in Cape Coast, Ghana on Friday night. Nana Ama Clark's body was discovered minus her private part in a pool of blood. Around 9 p.m. on Friday, police received information that a female adult had been discovered dead by the roadside at Ola Estate, near the Ola College of Education in Cape Coast. According to the police, they arrived at the scene and discovered that the body of an unknown woman, aged around 24, lying naked with her private part chopped off and bruises all over her body. Residents in the region are outraged by the incident and are pleading with the police to apprehend and prosecute the offenders. Residents ruled out the possibility that the 24-year-old was killed by a hit-and-run vehicle. Residents claim that the circumstantial evidence does not support an accident, but rather a skillfully coordinated scheme, even before the police finish their investigations. Now to the sport news. The race for Nigeria international Victor Osimhen has taken another dimension after Italian champions AC Milan joined in the battle to sign the striker, Punch Sport Extra report. Osimhen has been linked with Manchester United and Newcastle United in the past few weeks, and recent reports suggest that Arsenal have also tabled a significant bid for the 23-year-old. Osimhen missed a chunk of last season through injuries and other health-related issues, but managed to score 14 goals with 6 assists, in which was his second season with the Italian outfit. The Nigerian's performance has now caught the eye of Milan's director, Paolo Maldini, who is targeting the striker as a possible replacement for the aging Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That was the news, but before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines once again. Federal government to spend 999 million naira daily on 10 million pupils. EFCC operative storm Okorocha's Abuja residence. It is a miracle, says woman who delivered a baby after 6 years of being pregnant. Police arrest 3 journalists for covering PDP factional primary. Teenager dies in Lagos prison after tech company got him arrested over bicycle theft. Police nab 6 suspected cultists involved in gun battle with police in Abeokuta. Terrorists invade communities, kill 15 farmers in Buhari's hometown. Panic in Southeast as unknown government gives politicians 48 hours to withdraw soldiers. Another female student found dead without a private part. AC Milan eye Osimhen to replace Ibrahimovic. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. On YouTube, Bagede Imo TV. Kindly click on the red subscribe button, like, comment, and share. For advert placement, please call the number showing on your screen. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon once again. I'm Jibril Munira.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.